It is August the 31st. Welcome to the Pretty Good Gaming news update for today, August the 31st. My name is Gareth Evans. We are talking about graphical downgrades in today's show, as well as a bunch of other stuff. So first up, what the hell is a graphical downgrade? Earlier this week, James Stevenson, the community director behind Insomniac's Spider-Man, hit back at claims on Twitter that they had downgraded the graphical fidelity of their game. He said that it wasn't a downgrade at all and that the sun had just moved. You might remember me covering it. Well, things have only escalated from there, and fans have now taken to Twitter and Reddit to, well, let's just say, voice further concerns, this time over puddles in the game being changed. A comparison image that's been doing the rounds shows that in 2017, the game had more puddles than it does in 2018. The image comparison clearly shows that the floor is indeed noticeably drier. On the topic, YouTuber Dreamcast Guy tweeted the following: as someone playing Spider-Man right now, I will admit that there is some graphical downgrade from the trailers. Screenshot for side-by-side comparison. Personally, I don't think it's noticeable while running around, but standing still, it is hard not to see. Another user posted his own screen comparisons, and he had this to say: the downgrade in graphics, NPCs, traffic lighting, and no Raimi suit makes this one a hard pass for me. Did he say Raimi suit? Raimi? However, some people are speaking up in support of the game, with DualShockers reporter Giuseppe Nelva tweeting the following: if you've read allegations of a downgrade for Insomniac Games' Spider-Man PS4, do not believe them. It's obviously just a change in the position of the sun. Exactly the same happened with infamous Second Son, and it turned out a visual masterpiece. And we had YouTuber Boogie2988 saying the following: rumours have it that Spider-Man for PS4 got downgraded graphically since release. Developers say no, they just changed the lighting by moving the sun. I say as long as it plays the same, I don't care that much. But please bring back the puddle, #Puddlegate. Spider-Man is still set to release on PS4 on September the 7th. Puddle or no puddle. Puddles or no puddles, for me, there's the lighting that absolutely kills it. The lighting makes such a huge difference. And if it is the case that the sun just moved to make it look how it does now, just move the sun back. Just move the sun right back where it was. It's true, it might just be that the sun moved, but it makes no sense for them to do that. When you look at the pictures, I'll put them up on the screen for you now. You look at these two pictures, right? Which one of these games would you rather play? I know which one I would rather play. I'm pretty sure that most of you would agree with me too. But the question for me is, like, why have they chosen to do this? Why did they move the sun? Why? I mean, you could speculate that they've done it because of hardware limitations and they just can't achieve that level of lighting, shadows, contrast and all that based on the hardware they've got right now, which is the PS4. But isn't that just another way of saying that it's been graphically downgraded? The only other reason I can think of is because it was an artistic choice. They just wanted to do it for artistic reasons. How does that make any sense though? Because it just looks so much worse for me. So whether you think it's downgraded or not, either way, fans are not happy because they feel like maybe they're trying to mislead you by building the hype for a game, making it look a certain way, getting everyone excited, and maybe trying to sell you a pre-order based on images that aren't representative of the game. Whether this is an actual case of deceptive marketing or not, I'm not saying that it is. It's what the people see is what is real, right? Perception is reality. So if people think that they've been duped, then that's all that matters. One thing's for sure, I think it's good that we are talking about this and letting developers know that this thing is a problem, right? Deceptive marketing is not okay in this industry. People do it all the time. Unless we push back, unless we raise our voices and let people know that this isn't okay, then they'll just get away with it, won't they? Again, I'm not saying this is deceptive marketing. I'm just saying having this conversation is useful. And gone are the days now that the gaming community will just sit back and just bend over and let them do whatever they want with us, because we don't do that anymore. We let our voices known. But my overall takeaway from the Spider-Man thing is that the game still looks great. I'll probably still play it. I'll probably still have a great time with it. But I do want to ask you guys whether you think they did do this on purpose, whether they're trying to sell you a product by showing it off in a certain light, and then delivering a product which doesn't live up to the previous screenshots or whatever. Let me know whether it's going to affect your choice to buy this game or not. Or maybe you think they've done nothing wrong. Maybe you don't even care either way and you're just going to play it. Let me know down in the comments. It has been ages since we talked about EA, right? Let's talk about EA. EA announced last night that the World War II shooter Battlefield 5 has been delayed from October the 19th to November the 20th. In a statement, EA said that the new release date will allow the team to, quote, continue to make some final adjustments to core gameplay. The open beta, however, will still go live on September the 6th as scheduled. The delay of the game's release has, of course, caused some speculation, with many suggesting that they're trying to avoid clashing with Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and Red Dead Redemption 2, both of which are seen as direct competitors to Battlefield 5. Rumours have also been circulating about how the new game's Battle Royale mode will be made free to play in order to boost sales, and also that DICE are considering a Battlefield Bad Company 2 remaster in a similar vein to Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Of course, this last bit was just a rumour. I just thought I'd throw that in here because, you know, you're welcome. Do you really need extra time to polish this game, EA, or is that just bullshit? You're a big corporation, right? You've got loads, thousands of people working for you. Why not redistribute some personnel in order to polish the game? Why do you have to push it back 4 weeks? 4 weeks? It might be something to do with the fact that Battlefield 5 was reportedly 85% behind on pre-orders versus COD Black Ops 4. So the safe money is on the fact that they're just moving away from COD and Red Dead Redemption on the calendar, because it was like sandwiched right in between those two games. Huge competitors to Battlefield, obviously. But pushing it back a month on the calendar, obviously using the smokescreen as, you know, we're polishing up the game, might lead them to try and avoid what happened with Titanfall 2, because that game flopped, and reportedly because it was just on a bad place on the calendar. Other people are speculating that they've written this game off already, and because the financial reporting happens at the end of October, they want to avoid talking about it until the next quarter financials, which will be probably January or something like that. Personally, I think they're running scared. Who wouldn't be scared of Red Dead Redemption? They decided to go toe to toe, and they backed down. They cacked their pants. But that's just how I feel about it. Let me know how you feel down below. Maybe you give them a little more credit, but I'm guessing not. Next on the agenda is everybody's favourite, the news nuggets. First up, Battlefront 2 has revealed a new content roadmap for the remainder of 2018, which includes a sandbox mode. No Man's Sky launches its first in-game community event, which are set to come weekly hereafter. The Binding of Isaac Repentance was teased in a short trailer. Square Enix have announced a new mobile RPG game titled Gestalt Odin, which is scheduled for launch in Japan in the fall. And Games Industry Biz are reporting that the industry has grown 40% year on year between January to June. There you have your news nuggets for today. I hope you had your fill. Today's joke comes from Melshark over on the PGG Discord. He says he got fired the other day from working in a keyboard factory. Apparently he wasn't putting in enough shifts. There wasn't a lot to choose from today. Earlier this year, the ESRB introduced a new in-game purchases label in an effort to inform consumers about games that allows you to spend more money on microtransactions after you've bought the game. This was done in an effort to address the massive loot box controversy that was kicked off by 2017's Star Wars Battlefront 2. However, this only meant that games on digital stores had to disclose whether they contained in-game purchases. But yesterday, PEGI announced that they will also be adopting the in-game purchases label on physical games towards the end of the year. PEGI's statement about the new label focuses on parents of kids who spend money in games and provided some statistics from the survey they conducted early this year, such as only 2 in 5 parents indicated that their children spend money in games. So this is a great move. It will be interesting to see whether this has any real world impact, whether parents will be more informed when they're buying games for their kids, when they see it on the box that this game contains in-game microtransactions or purchases or whatever. Hopefully it does. Hopefully people are becoming more aware of this now after what happened last year with Star Wars Battlefront 2. Because for my eyes, a more informed consumer is always a good thing. And next up, Sea of Thieves has been receiving a fair amount of content since its rather bare bones launch back in March. The latest update has seen a brand new limited time event called Bilge's Rat Adventure, allowing players to use the cursed cannonballs that skeleton crews use. The update also adds new challenges, PvP tools, and introduces skeleton crews as a permanent addition to the game. One of the most notable new features in this update, however, is the new way in which players can use their spyglass. Rather than looking into the distance to spot islands or enemy ships, they'll now let your crew get a real good look at your your groin region. Unfortunately, this isn't actually a feature and just rather an amusing glitch that players have absolutely taken advantage of. Up until the time of recording, Rare are still yet to fix or comment on the bug. It's probably the most excited I've ever seen anybody playing Sea of Thieves, I'll be honest. So that's it for your daily dose of gaming news for today, as well as this week. I'll be back now on Monday with another episode. If you want to be notified of when that video goes live, as well as any other video, hit the bell down below. It really helps out the channel. And you can get the news when it's at its freshest. I will see you then. Until then, bye for now.